Cote's Club. Cote's Club. Yeah. Cote's Club.
Yeah. One. Hi, Cote's Cube here, and this is yet another World Tour edition. I promise that's not all we're going to talk about in the future of Cote's Cube, but for now, we have two experts on the World Tour, and we're going to talk about the next event, Margaret River. Steve Sherman, Damien Hobgood, two guys who run around, if you know what I mean. Let's start with you, Damien. I've never been to Margaret River. Tell us about that wave, because I'm hearing mixed reports. Is it shitty? Is it good? What is Margaret River's all about?
It's kind of like bells. It grows on you. You know, you first go there.
Is it like a fungus?
Yeah.
It's like
it's like you kind of hate it, and you're like, this wave's really weird. But the more you go there, the funner it gets, I think.
What's it look like from the beach?
It's like it's kind of like an old school wave a little bit.
Like a big peak? There's a point?
It's a peak.
Okay.
Yeah, peak, and it's kind of like fatter, but then you get these ones that kind of double up, and you get a little barrel.
Listen,
I'm kind of thinking I'm thinking the Goofies are gonna do good here.
Goofies are gonna do okay.
Yeah.
And you can also, they can move the contents to the box. Watch, but let's talk about the first event. I know you were there. You're always there. You're right in the mix. What year is this of you coming to World Tour?
Sherman doesn't miss snapper.
I don't miss snapper. I don't know. Who knows? I'm a
20 years? 15 years?
15 to 20 years.
15 to 20 years covering the World Tour, right in the trenches. And you watch out if you're in the trenches and Sherman's coming. So, tell me the vibe. You know, there's some newness, obviously, with the new management and all that stuff. The webcast was a little bit better, and I'm sure it will get better. But tell me the vibe on the beach.
The vibe on the beach was just the same excitement. I mean, it's pro surfing, so there's nothing that much different. It just seems a little weird without the branding of it.
Right.
Without brands, there's a new brand. It's called the ESP.
Yeah.
And but I don't know. I think it was cool. It was a little different, a little more serious. But
more serious.
Yeah, more serious.
Just keeps getting more serious.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what I was impressed with was just the guys surfing and everyone's equipment. It seemed like guys had some, like Taj Burrow looked magical. Like his board looked so. When you see a guy surfing, he rips, but then you see him surfing, you're like, holy shit! It's not as he on fire. He's got a really good board. So I was.
Yeah, I thought. Obviously I wasn't there, but I thought the ASP did a really good job. I was super stoked to see, just the whole newness of what they bring. And I was, to like the structure, to throw some bands on.
Floodlights on the commentators and stuff. It's on the beach and there's all these lights.
A lot of makeup.
Seriously, it has shades of ESPN now and stuff, which I thought was a little more professional. And I thought those guys did an extraordinary job.
Yeah, I like the new commentary team. To me, did excellent.
Yeah, so what I was saying with that was that I think that's really cool, and I think it probably makes it that much more exciting for the surfers.
Right.
Because you figure, you've been doing something for a while, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, this feels like a new event, not the same old formula. And I think, maybe that's what got some of the guys pumped up.
Gabriel Medina.
God, man, he whacked the shit out of those inside those rides, man. He just whack, whack.
I think a goofy footer at, chest to head high snapper seems like they can fit in more turns and maybe they look better. What's your take on a goofy footer winning snapper?
Well, I was, love the Goofies, so I was super stoked to see that. Definitely was stoked. They're kind of like feeling the Goofies this year now.
Now, Gabriel Medina, it's obviously only one event down. Do you think he's got it in him to win a world title? I know I'm kind of throwing that out there early.
I totally think he has what it takes.
You think so?
Totally.
Okay, yeah.
I agree. I think, especially now that we've seen him in big barrels, he's charging pipe, and he opens up. He can open up.
The weaknesses are gone. It seems like.
I think so, and yeah, man. It seems like he had some injuries last year, and I think he's on a roll. I mean, goddamn.
I was always critical of his backhand. and now you see it at Snapper, and you're like, okay. Let's get back to Margaret's. Let's just right here pick our top 3 performers and picks. Who are your picks? Who are your picks? Who are your picks?
I'm going with Freddie P, and I'm gonna go with the Owen Wright.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with third, CJ.
CJ, Freddie, Owen, 3 goofies. Who are your top 3 picks?
I'm going to have to go with what my instinct. First one was Taj Burrow.
Okay.
Nat Young.
Nat Young?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
I
that.
think Nat showed that he has it, especially when Wright's and with some deep spots. He seems to flow and like that. And I'm going to go out on a limb here. I know everyone's going to think I'm good because I'm going to say Kelly. Only because...
Why is that going down?
Well, because
he's
he
not-
does have a great track record at there. But I just think he's hungry. And I think, I just think he's super, super, super hungry. And he was surfing so good.
Good picks. Okay, I'm not gonna say John because every time I say John, I jinx him. So
Did you say
I'm
John?
not saying
Did you say John Snapper?
I did.
Was that your fault?
I did. It was my fault. Sorry, John. I'm gonna go with CJ just because
Dude, you don't have to pick him. Wasn't even gonna pick him.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pick him because I'd like to see CJ. I want to
CJ
see.
would be high. I
want to see like his
your brother, dude.
celebration.
He's on fire.
I'm gonna call CJ, and that's not because of you. That's just my thing. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Chloe and Dino. Chloe, and take the win. Shit. I gotta say Parco. We'll see you guys next week, whenever I figure out how to work all this stuff. Thanks GoPro for filming Cote's Cube, and we'll see you guys after Margaret's. Hopefully our picks ring true. High fives. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Out.
Dude, whatever we said, don't do.